there's this app called Ghost Radar, and I guess it's just this app that you can connect with spirits and the ghosts, and it kind of tells you if there's activity in the location where you're at, because you know how ghosts can like manipulate with the technology, and like for example like with the ghost box or something. um, Supposedly this is you could do that with this ghost radar on the iPod or iPhone or whatever. And I don't have a iPod, but we used it, my friend does, and he was like, oh, I have this ghost radar, and I'm like, knowing me, I'm like, bust that crap out. So not like a coincidence or anything, we happen to be at a location where supposedly there is, according to legends, ghost activity. So this place is called Durand. I don't know if it's Durand Eastman Park or Durand Lake. It's like a park and picnics or whatever. Supposedly a long time ago, this is just a legend in the local town. I'm not sure the dates or the years or any names. There's been reports of like people seeing this woman. Um, she's known as the White Lady because whoever sees her, she has like all white on. And there's kind of several stories, so I don't know the actual one. From what I've heard, um, there was this woman. She lived there, and there's actually a place called the White Lady's Castle, and there's just like this brick wall, like it's just random, and I guess that kind of had some type of connection to where she lived. There was a part of her house. I don't know. Um, huh? What was I talking about? So she had a daughter, and her daughter was murdered. Basically, she's just spent like the rest of her life trying to find her daughter and who killed her daughter. Um, and it was they're saying that it was a man. Nobody knew who it was. It was always a mystery. So um, and she died. I don't know how. I Some say she killed herself, like she drowned herself in the lake. Um, I don't know, just supposedly. Um, so some people like today, um, they go at night. They do ghost hunting. I've never done it. I don't know. I'm interested, but I don't think anybody would be interested to do it with me because no one's weird like me. Apparently, according to others, she really, really hates men because a man killed her daughter, so she kind of like appears more to men than women. And I don't know, there's another story where she had dogs and you can sometimes hear the dogs. Um, Not really sure, but bottom line, her daughter was murdered and she's looking for her still. So me and my friend, who's a guy, we went to the White Lady's Castle, and up there is just like a very wooded area. People go up there to take pictures. It's very pretty place. It's just really, really nice. But it's also a place where you feel a lot of energy. At least I do, anyways. Like you just when you're up there, you just feel like you're never alone. And I don't know if it's exactly the White Lady because there's a lot of history in that place, so I'm sure that there's more than one. Um, yeah, there's just like this feeling like just energy. I just every time I'm up there, it's like I'm never alone. And there's a lot of beavers and chipmunks too, but I mean something beyond that. So I was like, give me your ghost radar. And then I just like start walking around. And then all of a sudden there was a red dot. And according to him, that meant that the spirit was near you. So it was like a red dot for a while, and then as I was walking around more, it disappeared, and then it would come back, and then disappeared, and then it come back, and then there's like these letters that are forming to indicate that whatever is there, it's about to say something, and it spoke some words, but some of it didn't really make sense. I was like, okay, what does that have to do anything? Like, for example, it said Philadelphia. And I'm like, okay, Philadelphia, what about Philadelphia? But it didn't answer my question. So that kind of made me skeptical. Um, Mine's was kind of like, there was just some points where it's like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? What does Philadelphia? Who the heck is Phil? Not Phil. They said April. What about April? And so it said capture. And then my friend's like, he was thinking capture like that ghost is gonna capture us or something like that. And I was just like, no, like, what if it's talking about the daughter and how the daughter was captured? And then it said accurate. And then he got like nervous. And because again, like this ghost supposedly like really, really hates men. And so I said capture, accurate, and then I was like, do you want us to leave? And it didn't say anything. And then I'm like, do you want him to leave? And it said now. So that was pretty freaky. And as we were going down the stairs, he was like, my chest feels like super, super heavy. He felt like somebody was like pushing him to leave, pushing him like down the stairs. And there's been several reports of that, like where men would feel like they were being pushed or they were being threatened in a way. And so he was like, my chest feels, it felt like somebody was like choking him or like pushing down on his chest. And I felt completely fine. I was like, I don't feel this. And he was like, no, like, I want to leave right now because I don't feel comfortable. Whatever this is, it doesn't like me. So, was it the white lady? It could have been. I'm pretty sure it was. So that was pretty cool. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a lot of investigation because he was really freaked out. He wanted to leave immediately. Um, yeah, so I don't know if anything else happened to him after that. But I just know that he was like, we have to go. Like, we can go near the lake or whatever, but I don't want to go back up there. At least not today. And so I was like, okay, well, whatever. And so I was like, let me borrow that. And so he did, and I took it home with me. I walked all around my house, and the only place that I got activity was in the bathroom and my sister's room. And I mentioned in an earlier video that my sister's room had like I had quite a few experience, not quite a few, but she's had experiences in her room, and I had one. And I went in the bathroom, and there was one dot, red dot, and I went in my sister's room, and there was like 3 or 4 dots. So I was like, okay. And it started like going crazy. It was saying all these random words. I can't think of them now, but it was like, there was a lot of dots, a lot of words in my sister's room. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here now. I looked up videos about it, and some people were like, this is complete bull. Some people were like, oh my god, this is legit. So, if you've ever, just like, tell me your opinion about it, or tell me your experiences with it, because I'm just really curious. I want to know more about it. I just want to know if it works, or if I'm just like wasting my time with it. I wouldn't rely on it. I've also read some things where there's like, you shouldn't mess with this because you could be opening doors. So